Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about remembering to take care of yourself. Aren't we all guilty of just obsessing with anxiety? You know the drill. You're terrified to go to bed at night. You're afraid your phone's going to ring. You're always waiting for that knock on the door or the other shoe to drop. I mean, mamas, we've been slaying dragons. We've been fighting demons. And we're not made for that. Now, I would never, ever tell you to ever give up hope or to stop loving your child, because I am huge on people learning about addiction. But I'm also going to tell you that I've learned this the hard way. We got to be selfish. There's got to be, and I don't even know if it's selfish, but we feel selfish if we take any time for ourselves. And I'm not proud of this, but I can be a terrible self-isolator. It's not because I don't want to do things, it's because my brain is exhausted from all the scenarios and all the stuff that goes on in this crazy head of mine and all the worry I have, and I think I wouldn't be fun to be around, and so I avoid people. And that's what we don't want to do. So I'm going to tell you, this is what I do when I try to step out of the life I'm living. I think, who were you before you had those children? Who are you? Because that part of you, that little girl, she's still in there. And I know that sounds kind of selfish, but I mean, it's true. She needs to be nurtured too. So for me, I love to play music that my children would have hated to hear. I remember years ago, I would be singing and playing some probably sad love song, and my oldest son would come up and say, "Mom, all my friends can hear you downstairs, and that music is terrible." And so yeah, now I'm going to blare that stuff. And even on his birthday one day, I'd send a private video to him, and I sang one of the songs that he didn't like, just to remind him how much I loved him. But take a bubble bath, meet a friend for lunch, take a walk, get out in nature, and you gotta laugh. I mean, that's my best medicine. Somebody that can make me laugh. You gotta be really careful of personalities that might kind of be vampires, and we don't have that energy to give. And so be selective in who you're hanging out with and what's positive for you. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but we've got to take care of ourselves, and our energy is low. So I had something come up in the spring, and it was something that really upset me, and I actually had no control of. So I purposely had planned a vacation with 8 other friends, and we all went to Oregon, and we stayed in a beautiful beach house right on the beach. And the first night we got there, we all just sat out on the deck looking at the ocean, and this was probably one of the best things I've done for myself in a really long time. I was surrounded by positive personalities. I don't know, there's 9 of us, so there's a lot of personalities there, but you couldn't have asked for a better time. We took lots of walks on the beach. We played a lot of games, card games. There was one game where you had to draw, and I was explaining, I can't draw. I feel like one of my teammates should be doing the drawing, and if they can draw, I don't need to be involved in this. Well, some of these personalities are strong, and you know what? I wasn't getting out of it. And I guess in a way that was good for me. Putting me out of my comfort zone, kind of like making these videos puts me out of my comfort zone. But you know what, if I could just save one life or help one person, then that would be great. So another thing we did a lot of shopping. We went to a different town almost every day. Well, I think we did go somewhere every day. It was just really fun-filled days, and we'd build fires at night. We had a fireplace in there. We weren't outside. And I think one of my favorites was when we went to a boardwalk, and it was right on the ocean, and I don't know, just so much fun. And then I was in a boutique and found the cutest overalls. They were so cute on the hanger, can I tell you? I think they were kind of like a light corduroy, and they have bicycles all over them, and it was pretty cold when we were there, but I couldn't wait for things to warm up and I would get the chance to wear those. So bear with me because I have a story for you about those cute overalls. Anyway, then there was another day where we all went and took a walk or took a hike, and it was pouring rain, and we were under huge trees. So I didn't have to worry about that. But you know, I used to be the type that I didn't want my hair wet. I didn't want to be a mess. Well, I was a mess the whole time, and my spirit was free. It was so good for me. And so many people told me when I came back that they could tell what a difference that made. And I think I need more trips like that. It was great. So, okay, let's get to those overalls. I have a friend who, she has beautiful clothes. Like, I love everything she wears. She has a really great sense of style. And she was taking me to lunch for my birthday, and I thought, well, I do have something. I've got those cute overalls. So I pulled them out, put them on, and I thought they were cute, but they weren't. They weren't cute at all. And so we have lunch, and then we take some pictures afterwards. And I don't know, as we grow older, or maybe it's just me, I get a little bit more of a tummy. And then, I mean, let me have some excuses. I do get bloated. I was bloated, okay? I was bloated. And I took a look at the picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks terrible. And she was so kind. She was like, no, that just happens with overalls. Everybody, you know, everybody looks like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't have looked like that 20 years ago, but that's 20 years ago. So then I am talking to somebody on the phone, and they said, I just wondered, like, why were you wearing that apron at lunch? And I'm like, that wasn't an apron. That's supposed to be my cute overalls. And so I'm telling another friend about that, and they started laughing, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. It's like, I noticed the same thing, but I didn't want to ask you, but I thought you were wearing an apron as well. So now I just say I couldn't afford the lunch, so I had to wash dishes, I guess. Anyway, those overalls are still really cute, hanging on a hanger in my closet, and I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with them. Probably give them to somebody younger who could really rock them, and that's not me. Okay, so the moral of this story is, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching, don't forget to nourish your own soul and take care of you. And if being selfish for you is a couple hours, maybe it's a day, maybe it's a week, a month, it'll do you good. And let's keep nurturing our souls so that we can love and be there for the ones that are important to us. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.